Hello, everyone. Good afternoon. Welcome to the December 1st, 2021 episode of Strawbunny Slime Streams. I'm your host, Strawbunny Slime, aka Mocha, and today we're going to be getting back into the Elder Scrolls 3 Morrowind. Ordinarily, I would have reserved this stream for the 3rd, but the 3rd is when Final Fantasy XIV Endwalker drops, and I'm going to be wanting to play that for a bit. So this will be my last stream for the next, I'm going to say, 6 days before we get back on track. Anyway, as per usual, I do have one final story of the beginning to share. Sort of a conglomerate of all of the important points from the previous ones that I've shared. So, here's a story of the nature of Mundus, Oblivion, and all that is or was. That in the beginning were Anu and Padme, order and chaos, and from their warring the universe was born. 1,000,000 ancient spirits, the Et'ada, were born from the battle, and some became gods, and some became demons. One of these, Akatosh, formed time itself, and gave the other spirits a line to follow through the chaos. Another, Lorkhan, whose name means doom drum in the first language, was born of Padme, and inclined to chaos, and in this chaos coerced many others into sacrifice to make a world where the lesser spirits would come to know divinity as Anu and Padme knew it. Unto this world many of the gods gave their flesh and blood, and some of the lesser spirits wed and mated and produced lesser offspring removed from divinity. Those that would not give themselves to the world would make worlds of their own and become the Daedra, or would flee for the world of magic, tearing holes in the sky as they left, holes the children of the lesser divinities would come to call the stars and the sun. Among the mortal races there were two great factions: men who followed Lorkhan and the 8 divines who gave their lives to form the world, and elves who followed Anu and believed their mortality a curse. In the war between men and elves, when the gods still walked the surface of the world, two divinities stood tall, generals of their armies, Lorkhan for the men and Auriel for the elves. At their last battle, Auriel slew Lorkhan and cut out his heart, and turned the rest of his body into the twin moons left to drift through the sky for all eternity. Though he could not destroy Lorkhan's heart without destroying the world to which it was attached, Auriel tied it to an arrow and let it loose into the depths of the sea. But this was not the end of Lorkhan, for Lorkhan was of Padme, and Padme meant change. Even now, some say that in times of chaos, where the fate of Nirn hangs in the balance, those who know how to listen may hear the beat of Lorkhan's heart, the doom drum, heralding great change to come. It is the 3rd era, year 427, and the Emperor of Tamriel fears the falling of Morrowind. To its insular people, he sends a candidate for the rebirth of their ancient hero Nerevar, us. We are the Nerevarin, or so we have begun to believe, and we are sent on a mission from the Ursulaku Ashlanders, settlers well versed in the ancient ways of Morrowind, to prove ourselves Nerevarin, to stop the coming of the demon Dagoth-Ur, and to rid the land of the blight and the sleeping sickness. Immunized against the terrible Corpus Blight, we have returned to the Ursulaku to prove our potential as Nerevarin. In this, and in being an outsider, we meet expectations set by the lost prophecies, but more must be done to prove ourselves Nerevarin. We now seek the attention of the Daedric Prince Azura, and we seek to retrieve Nerevar's house symbol, the moon and star, the location of which comes to us in the form of a riddle. That riddle again is, let's see here. The eye of the needle lies in the teeth of the wind. The mouth of the cave lies in the skin of the pearl. The dream is the door, and the star is the key. Currently, we speculate that the Eye of the Needle is the Needle, a tall rock column in the Valley of the Wind. The Valley of the Wind is a valley on the northeast slopes of Red Mountain, the entrance to which is marked by Iron's Teeth, two tall rock spires. The Valley of the Wind runs long and straight south between Iron's Teeth and climbs toward Red Mountain. The mouths of this valley and its neighboring valley. Nice that quote. The mouths of this valley and its neighboring valley are to the east along the coast. Past Bethune, a Dwemer ruin, and just past Zergonopal, a Daedric ruin, turn south. Currently, we are in Zergonopal. If you'll permit me just a second before we continue on our way. There we go. Just needed to close out of a box in the background. So now we're headed south. I think I already... Yeah, I must have already, because there's bodies behind me. One thing... Oh. Okay. Bring it. Your life ends 30 seconds from now. Come on, bub. You can do it. Path on over here. That's what I like to see. Come on. You really thought, huh? Okay, so what I was going to say. Last time we played, I managed to come across a very fine suit of ebony armor and a couple of Daedric pieces to boot. While our equipment load is obviously bordering on way, way too high, this particular set is among the best heavy armor defense in the entire game, so I'm going to be rolling with it for a while just to see how things pan out. If I don't like it, I can probably switch back to medium armor. I still need to fix my helm. By the way, how's the audio volume in the game? Because for me it's a little bit quiet, but that's because I've got stuff going on in the background that I can't really help. Got the heater on, specifically, so it's a little bit noisy, makes it a little hard to hear exactly what's going on in the game. But it's not the end of the world. I just need to make sure that folks can still hear... like, my actual viewers can still hear the in-game audio all right. If I had to guess, these look an awful lot like rock spires, yeah? I said due south, but maybe they didn't mean due south, due south? I don't know. Might be worth looking around the area a little bit, because this looks like a valley full of rock spires. This isn't the one we're looking for, I'll be surprised. Surprised that rat managed to hit me. Normally I wouldn't think that rats can hit me. I don't know. Been a while since we've been hit by a rat. Everything's very audible. On phone right now, the music is a smidge quiet. Probably better than the alternative. Fair enough. Fair enough. Okay, so... oh, that's a shulk. Forgive me, friend. I hate having to fight the shulks. They're so cute. Love these little beetle dudes. Oh well. So, skin of the pearl, a whitish rock at the top of the needle. This can't be the needle because there's no whitish rock. It's still being hit by something? Oh, it's a rat, okay. May as well swatch to a warhammer. Need to work on my hammering skills. Oh, there's another rat. Bonk. Getting pretty good with that. Thank goodness. Oh, there's another rat. Blunt weapon skill increased to 45. That's what I like to see. Can't see a whitish rock here, so let's assume this isn't the right place. Could this be the other valley, though? Valley of the Wind, the eastmost valley. Okay. Just past Zergonopal turns south. Well, I mean, we are just past it, but how just is just past? Or could it be that this is the Western Valley, and that one... Maybe this is where we want to go? Couldn't hurt to check. Worth exploring the area, yeah? It's an Elder Scrolls game, after all. Exploration is the highlight. More than that, it's an open world game. That's what open world games are really about. Just exploring the world. Okay. So this is the door. It's definitely not where we need to go. Do I have one? Yes, I do. Sidetracked. I remembered having that. Let's see what's going on in this cave. I hear water. That looks to be... Oh, that's a hunger. Okay. Took me a moment. And you...
You will suffer greatly. I'm being attacked. Help!
This is an embarrassment, this enemy here. Not the hunger, I'm talking about this one. Hold on, I'll come up. To the Warhammer. Is this someone who was trying to kill me, even, or is she... Should I maybe not be... Hold, you know what? I'll hold. I'll wait. Maybe there's something else around here. Oh, Daedra. Wasn't expecting that. Dramora, not Daedra. Dreg's staff. Okay. Not a particularly impressive choice of armament, sir. I must say. Switch back to the hammer until such time as we encounter something that will need a little more force put up against it, I suppose. Bonk. One more. Good. One more. I said one more. One more, please. What is this guy even hitting me with, anyway? I've never figured out what they're actually hitting with. It's probably bad for me if I can't figure out what it does. Spell of destroy your armor or something. Is it on site? It's on site. Grain attribute. Intelligence, okay. Heaven help me, I'm stupid now. Nothing has changed, you fool. Ellenwen. That feels like a name I recognize, but I don't know why. Spell of now you die. Unlock level 45. I can just go around that. No, can I not? I can just go around that? Yeah, okay, that's right, because it's 40 to 60, so I must have rolled below 45. Wait, I have some probes I was in the middle of using already. There we go. Disarm it, and disarm it, and disarm it, and disarm it. There we go. Cheap Potion of Shadow, not really. Standard Fortify Health, not really. Corpse Preparation, Volumes 1 and 2, not really. Guess that's just it for that. Scroll of Hellfire, that could be handy. Watch me get over encumbered. Oh. Ooh. Gained knowledge, conjuration spell increases. Cool. Scroll of the Black Storm, Scroll of Greater Domination. Well, I don't want that, but I like the sound of these target scrolls. What can I throw away here? 3 weights, 3 weight, 3, 4. For a short history of Morrowind. I can probably find that anywhere. So that saves me a little trouble. I should look into figuring out... the words aren't coming to me. I should look into housing. See if there is even a house I can get. There's gotta be, right? Because, like, that's in Oblivion. That's in Skyrim. I'd be real surprised if that... Make sure to re-equip my weapon. If that was a thing that was just introduced with Oblivion. Maybe I need to work toward one of the high houses? Oh, there's a slaughterfish in there. Not that that's a problem for me. Just would like to find the way back out of there in case there is one. And if there's not one, it would be nice not to get myself stuck in the slaughterfish pit. There's definitely a route we can swim further down. Oh, speaking of slaughterfish, come here. Who wants some? They wanted some. That's on them. Not a particularly quick swimmer. I suppose that's what swift swim potions are for, huh? That's a big slaughterfish. That or my ability to determine the proper size of a slaughterfish is just horribly skewed. Corpse with a longbow. Guess shooting fish in a barrel is harder than it seems. This cave here, I presume the outlet leads us to the quote-unquote slaughterfish pit I mentioned earlier. Although right now, we still aren't there yet. Long way there. There we go. Beat this guy. Nice. Away because it didn't even have any scales we could use. Diamond? Wow, okay, just natural diamond veins down here. Sounds good to me. Good cell loot. Or I suppose I could try eating it. It would drain my agility. That's probably fine. I don't need that. I'm not going to eat the diamonds. I think potions. I think we can make potions with those. But that's only if we're good at potion make, and I'm not. Let's levitate back up. Hell yes. And I'm still hearing combat music, which I guess means the person at the entrance must be hostile. Let's see if we can levitate over there before the spell runs out. If we can't, it's no big deal. But I'd love it if we could. Diamond pickaxes. Oh, God, don't get me started. Where did the person go? What? Okay, I guess. Frigging 1.18 came out for Minecraft, and I've shown off on the earliest of these streams the massive pit that I was in the middle of digging out in my main Minecraft save. I actually completed that several months ago, but now, because of the changes they've made, it leads down to suboptimal diamond finding locations. I'd need to dig it like twice as much just to get back to where I was for all intents and purposes. And I want to do that, but God, that would take a lot. Can I please hit the guy? Can I please hit this? Thank you. Trying to decide as far as the pit is concerned. Do I just want to dig an even bigger pit, or do I want to turn it into an hourglass-shaped structure, or what? Either way, a lot of work. Just hope my experience farm still works. Okay, we got some people here. I'm over encumbered, okay.
There is no escape.
There's two of them. Presumably not carrying anything of particular value. Nope, just chitin and common clothing. And this one has a shitty bow. I'd appreciate it if you stopped shooting at me. My unarmored skill increased to 11. Hit the guy. Okay. I'm switching to Fury. Screw this. I'm not putting up with this. You know what? Actually get rid of this one first. Now I'll get rid of this one. Well, that was pretty good. That only ate most of my health. How about you? Chitin, chitin, chitin. Netch leather. Yeah, nothing of value here. Crate, 1 gold. I'll take it. Wooden barrel, an egg. Nothing in particular going on there. Campfire. Still not seeing a whitish rock. What we're on the lookout for. Whitish rock at the top of the mountain. Iron's teeth, 2 tall rock spires. Well, that's definitely not 2. Probably missing the forest for the trees here. How much you want to bet? Rest until healed. Because boy, do I need that. Need that health back. Just past Zergonapal turns south. That should put us right about where we are now, unless they mean further past it than this, or not as far past it. Whitish rock. They specified whitish. That's important. That should be like a very clear landmark to me. And there's no whitish rock here. Hound, nothing. Cliff Racer. Did my cursor just light up with the name of something for a second there? That was weird. Could have sworn. Go ahead and get a little bit of levitation in. Could it be that I'm too far east? There's trees. There's rocks. There's no whitish rock. Wait. What's that? A moon and star. Wait. Cavern of the Incarnate. Oh my god, we found it. How did I do that? I mean, you know, obviously I levitated, but where was the indicator for this? How would I have known the proper way? I would like to know how I was supposed to recognize this place. That's what's most important to me. If I solve a puzzle of sorts like this without even knowing how I'm supposed to solve it in the first place, I'll be unsatisfied. So I want to do a little bit of backtracking here before we go into the cavern. I want to figure out how we were supposed to recognize this place, how we were supposed to get here, etc. Because obviously it is further east than the other valley we were investigating, but I would have sooner assumed those two valleys were the ones we were looking for. I'm still being pursued. Okay, that looks much more like two twin rock spires. Is it twin or is it tall? Is that the important word? Two tall rock spires. Yeah, those are definitely much taller than the other ones we saw, so that makes sense that that'd be the teeth. Never want to brute force a solution in these games if I can help it. That. That. Okay, so is what kind of odd? Oh, that part isn't so much common. No, that's one of the reasons that they are strongly considering I may in fact be the Nerevarine. Oh god, that's a beautiful arrangement for the moons, I've got to say. One of them positioned directly in front of the other like that. It's nice. Out of order, yeah, probably, if I had to guess. Or it might be that they didn't even make it that far and just got turned away at the entrance. Couldn't accomplish a single one of the things the Ursulaku said. Too short-lived, that music. So, whitish rock. That's what I want to check for last. The skin of the pearl. Okay, Valley of the Wind. Eye of the Needle. A tall rock column in the Valley of the Wind. A valley on the northeast slopes of Red Mountain. Okay. Tall rock column with a whitish rock on top. Not with A, but with, in general, whitish rock on top. That's what I suppose I'm looking for now. Could be that. Seems a stretch to say that that rock is whitish, but I guess it'd have to be compared to the rest of the environment, huh? This place also seems like the kind of place where we'd find...
Door is locked and will not open. The star is the key.
Oh. The star is the key. Okay, let's see that trial again. The dream is the door, and the star is the key. My gut tells me this is time sensitive, like... This is sunset.
In the dawn hour under Azura's star, the door is opened.
Aha! Well, it's not the dawn hour, but I'll take it. Here is the Cavern of the... Ooh. Moon and Star. Constant effect. Fortify personality and speechcraft. 5 points on self.
Nerevar reborn,
Ooh.
incarnate. Your first 3 trials are finished. Now 2 new trials lie before you. Seek the Ashlander Ashcans and the Great House Councillors. 4 tribes must name you Nerevarine. 3 houses must name you Hortator. My servant, Nabane Mesa, shall be your guide. And when you are Hortator and Nerevarine, when you have stood before the false gods and freed the heart from its prison, heal my people and restore Morrowind. Do this for me, and with my blessing.
Thank you, Azura. Oh. Welcome, Incarnate. I am Erudan. I was not the one, but I wait, and I hope. Ask, and I shall tell you my story. I saw Morrowind fall to the Empire. I lived through the humiliation of the surrender, swore hatred and vengeance against Imperial and Tribunal alike for their betrayals. In later years, I despaired and turned to Red Mountain, where I grew old and died fighting the Blight and Red Mountain monsters. Take my weapons and armor. I have no further use for them. That's great, but that does over-encumber us, so... little unfortunate. Aerodon's Spear. Poison 5 to 11 points. How about that Cuirass you mentioned? What are we looking at for that? It's all my equipped stuff. Medium armor. Restore health 11 points on self. Restore fatigue 20 points. See, that's definitely not impressive. If we equip that, it drops our armor down to 49 from what was 64. But I don't want to just leave it here. Oh god, but that's a lot of weight that's putting me on. Putting on me? Let's drop our tower shield. I don't like the thought of it, but gotta get rid of something. And it seems to me Fury here has pretty effectively replaced our Nordic Claymore. The Nordic Claymore does more damage, but if we need a lot of damage, we can just use the Orcish Warhammer. And if we need a sword, that's what Fury is for. So I suppose it's time to say goodbye to our trusty Nordic Claymore and the Orcish Tower Shield that I don't think I ever used. Oh, wow, there's lots of people here. Wow, I completely missed the rest of you. I'm sorry about that. Welcome, Incarnate, Moon and Star Reborn, Hortator, Nerevarine, Mourner of the Tribe Unmourned, Redeemer of the False Gods. I am Peakstar. I was not the one, but I wait and I hope. Ask and I shall answer, if wisdom guides me. I will answer when I can and with what I know, but the visions of Azura are often obscure for two reasons. One, because the future cannot be known, and choices may always be made. Two, because truth is not clear or simple. Azura's riddles warn us to think long and hard. They force us to search carefully for truth and meaning, and not to rely only on impulse and force. You bear the Moon and Star, the ring of Nerevar. None may deny you are Nerevar reborn, the prophesied incarnate. The temple will know you as an enemy, ordinators will mark you for death, and the tribunal faithful of the great houses will hate and fear you. The doubters of the tribes will test your strength and doubt your honor. You will be known. You must prepare and be ready. That doesn't sound good. Ordinators marking me for death and the temple knowing me as an enemy. Not sure I'm keen on that. Hortator? You must go before the counselors of the great houses and satisfy them, for only the councils of the great houses can name you Hortator. I do not know the settled people of the great houses and can offer you no counsel. Nerevarine. You must go before the Ashkans of the Wastes people and satisfy them, for only the Ashkans of the four tribes can name you Nerevarine. Speak first with Sul Matul of the Urshalaku, and with wise woman Nibani Maesa, for of all the Ashlanders they are wisest in the lore of the Incarnate, and you have already shown Sul Matul proof of your worth. The Tribe Unmourned. Pity Dagoth and the Sixth House. All they do, all they are, is foul and evil, but they began in brightness and honor, and the cause of their fall was their loyal service to you, Lord Nerevar. You told Lord Dagoth to guard the profane tools beneath Red Mountain, and thus he was tempted. He did your bidding when he tried to keep these tools from the tribunal, and so he hates you, who betrayed him, and the tribunal who mocked his honor, attacked him, and stole the profane tools for their own use. Tell me about these profane tools. Kagranak, high priest of the Dwemer, forged enchanted artifacts to steal the power of the gods. Nerevar fought the Dwemer to prevent this blasphemy, but Dagoth took these tools to make himself a god, and the tribunal took these tools to make themselves gods. Though the tribunal sought to do good with their power, they are tainted by the same corrupt desires that move Dagoth-Ur. I see. Tell me, as if I couldn't guess, about the false gods. The tribunal and Dagoth-Ur have the unnatural abilities and lifespans of gods, but they gained these things by actions that mock the gods and misuse divine power. They were ambitious and unwise, and the consequences of these ungodly actions threaten all that lives in Morrowind. Not the one? I am a failed incarnate. So are all these who remain here with me in the cavern. I survived the Blight, but I fell in battle with an ash vampire. I could not master the arts of war, nor could I learn the ways of the Great Houses. They would not have accepted me as Hortator. Take these few poor things. They are of no use to me. Thank you. Travel-stained pants. Levitate 10 points for 30 seconds on self. Not bad. Embroidered belt to fortify willpower. Also not bad. "20% chameleon is handy, but let me have a look at this. I think we'd get about as much mileage as the steel blade already offers, but it moves us much slower and for less time. Less time? No, same amount. All right. I presume we'll be given gifts by all of these folks, so let's go ahead and... Welcome, Incarnate. I am Hortator. I was not the one, but I wait and hope. Ask, and I shall tell you my story. I was a holy crusader of the temple in the golden era of the tribunate. I contributed substantially to the writings that were later suppressed by the temple, and now would be called apocrypha. I followed the tribunal unquestioningly, to my regret. I never believed in the Nerevar prophecies until it was too late. Take my humble possessions, with my blessing. 36 Lessons of Vivec, Sermon 12, and Hortator's Mace. Sermon 12. Yeah, we've already read this one. This is the one about Vivec and Molag Bal. What can I leave behind? Sujama. I haven't used this at all. The Telvanni Bug Musk would be handy for fortifying personality. I do have the feather belt, but it's only going to last me so long. Maybe the glass boots. And we've still got more gifts, so... What else do we get? I am Hortled. I was not the one, but I wait and hope. Ask and I shall tell you my story. I died 400 years ago in the last days of turmoil and unrest after the Empire came to Morrowind. I was a thinker and not a doer, and though I was marked by the stars, I was not a hero. Take these things of mine. My bones won't complain. Hortled's robe and Sithis. What is Sithis? A weapon? Ring? Hortled's robe. Turn undead, shield. Not bad, but not something I need. I don't think. What is Sithis? Is it a book? Is it just a book? Probably a book. Yep, Sithis. Sithis is the start of the house. Before him was nothing, but the foolish Altmer have names for and revere this nothing. That is because they are lazy slaves. Indeed, from the sermons, stasis asks merely for itself, which is nothing. Sithis sundered the nothing and mutated the parts, fashioning from them a myriad of possibilities. These ideas ebbed and flowed and faded away, and this is how it should have been. One idea, however, became jealous and did not want to die. Like the stasis, he wanted to last. This was the demon Anuiel, who made friends, and they called themselves the Aedra. They enslaved everything that Sithis had made, and created realms of everlasting imperfection. Thus are the Aedra the false gods, that is, illusion. So Sithis begot Lorkhan and sent him to destroy the universe. Lorkhan, unstable mutant. Lorkhan had found the Aedric weakness. While each rebel was, by their nature, immeasurable, they were, through jealousy and vanity, also separate from each other. They were also unwilling to go back to the nothing of before, so while they ruled their false dominions, Lorkhan filled the void with a myriad of new ideas. These ideas were legion. Soon it seemed that Lorkhan had a domination of his own, with slaves and everlasting imperfections, and he seemed for all the world like an Aedra. Thus did he present himself as such to the demon Anuiel and the 8 givers, as a friend. Go unto the Sharmat Dagoth as a friend. I Herma Mora Altadun, Padhome Lukan I Al. The feather belt. Give that a whirl. Welcome, Incarnate. I am Kanun Chodala. I was not the one, but I wait and I hope. Ask, and I shall tell you my story. I was an Ashkan. I led my people against the Akaviri while the Cyrodiil dogs fled before them like Kaguti. I quested deep into the strongholds in Red Mountain, cleansing the unclean things in their own blood. I did not heed the counsel of the wise women, and to my shame I craved glory, but never saw my real enemies. My axe and boots are yours, with my blessing. Oh boy. Fortify attack for 30 seconds on self. I mean, that's not bad. Problem is it's an axe, and we're not well versed in axes at all. The boots are light armor. Fortify endurance, fortify speed. Leave those. Welcome, Incarnate. I am Adreni Nerathan. I was not the one, but I wait and hope. Ask, and I shall tell you my story. I lived in the late years of the Tribunate, and behind the scenes I helped us demoralize, then repel the Akaviri invaders. I knew nothing of the Nerevarine or Dagoth until I took refuge with the Ashlanders. I died a fool, trying to loot ruined Kogarun. Here, take these. Maybe there's something in the world left worth stealing. Well, we're definitely over encumbered, so I need to take a minute and sacrifice some things. Should hold for the minute, but not for very long. Yeah, there we go. Just ran out as I was saying that. It's a one-handed axe, so I'm probably not going to use it. I have a lot of 6th house amulets, and I'm never going to use any of them. So let's start by dumping those. What else? Amulet of Slow Falling doesn't seem like it's particularly useful. Just because I have a couple things that do Levitate now, so if I need to worry about a fall, I can just cast Levitate. So I guess drop that one. Frost damage on touch, that's not too shabby, I'll keep that. Amulet of Stamina restores fatigue. Racer Plumes, that's just about 2. Daedra Heart I can drop. Running out of things to drop that aren't books. I don't think I ever got around to reading the Anticipations. Hell, okay. May as well, and then we can drop that one because it's not worth a whole lot. The Daedra are powerful ancestor spirits, similar in form and substance. Hey, Ace! Similar in form and substance to the Tribunal, blessed be their holy names, but weaker in power and more arbitrary and removed from the affairs of mortals. In old times, the Chimer worshipped the Daedra as gods, but they did not deserve this veneration, for the Daedra harm their worshippers as often as help them. The advent of the Tribunal, blessed be their holy names, changed this unhappy state. By the apotheosis, the Tribunal, blessed be their holy names, became the protectors and high ancestor spirits of the Dunmer, and bade the Daedra to give proper veneration and obedience. The 3 good Daedra, Boethia, Azura, and Mephala, recognized the divinity of the triune ancestors. The rebel Daedra, Molag Bal, Malakath, Sheogorath, and Mehrunes Dagon, refused to swear fealty to the Tribunal, and their worshippers were cast out. These rebel Daedra thus became the 4 corners of the House of Troubles, and they continue to plague our tranquility and tempt the unwary into heresy and dark worship. The priests of the temple remain ever vigilant for signs of the adversary's return, sometimes aided by the loyal 3 good Daedra, who are familiar with the wiles of their rebellious kin. The good Daedra are known to the temple as the Anticipations, since they are the early ancestral anticipations of the loving patronage of the Tribunal. The Anticipations are the Daedra lords Boethia, Mephala, and Azura. Boethia is the anticipation of Almalexia, but male to her female. Boethia was the ancestor who illuminated the elves ages ago, before the Mythic era. He told them the truth of Lorkhan's test and defeated Auriel's champion, Trinimac. Boethia ate Trinimac and voided him. The followers of Boethia and Trinimac rubbed the soil of Trinimac upon themselves and changed their skins. And that is an alternate explanation for how we got the orcs, aka the Orsimer. One thing I do want to reiterate, every time we have a species with mer at the end of its name, that is a form of elf. Mephala is the anticipation of Vivek, but manifold and androgynous. Mephala taught the Chimer to evade their enemies or kill them with secret murder, as opposed to less secret murder, I guess? The Chimer were few in those days and threatened on all sides. Mephala taught the Chimer to build houses. Later, Mephala created the Morag Tong. Azura is the anticipation of Sotha Sil, but female to his male. Azura was the ancestor who taught the Chimer how to be different from the Altmer. Her teachings are sometimes attributed to Boethia. In the stories, Azura is often encountered more as a communal progenitor of the race as a whole, rather than an individual ancestor. She is associated with dusk and dawn and is sometimes called the Mother Soul. Azura's star, also called the Twilight Star, appears briefly at dawn and dusk, low on the horizon below the constellation of the Steed. Azura is associated with mystery and magic, fate, and prophecy. How appropriate. Anyway, let's drop that. What else do we have? We need something that's got 3 weight on it. What is the Book of Dawn and Dusk? The Book of Dawn and Dusk is a collection of sayings, a collection of sayings and aphorisms attributed variously to the tribunals and to their saints and servants. Many of these sayings have become common cliches of everyday life in Morrowind. The following selection of slogans will illustrate many of the simplest notions of the tribunal faithful. Speak none but good of the gods. We can have no opinions about truth. Rumors flow from the House of Troubles. Count only the happy hours. No child has a sinner's heart. Let faith be your only law. Fear of the fool is the beginning of wisdom. Almsivi in every hour. Walk always in the presence of your lords. Comfort is given, justice is taken, learned by serving. From the heart the light, from the head the law. Blessed Almsivi, mercy, mastery, mystery. Forge a keen faith in the crucible of suffering, engrave upon thy eye the image of injustice. Death does not diminish, the ghost gilds with glory. Faith conquers all, let us yield to faith. Better to suffer a wrong than to do one. The heavens are in their glory, applaud. Folly secures its power to harm. Though forbidden to some, not to you. Oh, how rarely wisdom rules our hearts. Blessed are we who serve alms of thee. Good God, there's a lot of these fucking things. Three mouths sing mercy, mastery, mystery. Gather no seed in the fields of hell. The thrice sealed house withstands the storm. By breath and blood protect us all. Can ghosts or justice change with time? Consider your end, mortal. Accept grace without limits. Enter the rhapsody of the god poet. Kneel before the teacher's chair. 3 hands, 3 hearts, 3 eyes. Keep no secret from your judge's scale. Forge darkness into light. Refuse neither brother nor ghost. Blessed alms of Eve through birth, life, ghost. From glowing ashes the poet's wrath shall shine. If Vivek is for us, who can stand against us? Fate, monstrous and empty, the whirling wheel of evil. How black my heart, roasting fiercely. I'm not reading in any of those. I'm just gonna drop that. There we go. And now we have enough inventory to move again. Have I missed anyone? Okay. I can't help finding it a bit sad that after their stories, all they have to say, all that seems to matter to their ghosts, is that they failed and weren't the one. It's a shroom cave, but it's also a cave to Azura, like a shrine to Azura. I don't want to leave the guy's boots behind. Alright, this is just another book about the frigging... about Vivek. Yeah, I'm just gonna dump that. What is progress of truth? Oh. Yeah. I'm keeping this one. This one talks shit about the tribunal. I'm keeping it. I guess I can drop the bug musk. And I just need to find one more thing to leave behind. Well, 2 more things, really. Maybe the Velouthian helm? Yeah. Okay, what can I drop? Flynn. I don't need the Flynn. Okay. And thus, not a single gift left behind. And with the spirits appeased, and the moon and star ring in our possession, thank you, Azura. Next 2 trials, Nabani Maesa shall be my guide, so I'm returning to Nabani Maesa. I'm gonna take a moment and look something up. Out of tab. Alt-tabbed out of the game, I mean. houses. Yes, there are. There a safe storage system? Storage is a little wonky. There are weight limits in containers. It's just a massive pain if you're a huge pack rat. Well, that's a little unorthodox. The go-to suggestion... Oh, hey, Roxy. Sorry, I'm tabbed out at the minute. I'm trying to find out about safe storage in Morrowind. To clarify, storage in Elder Scrolls games is like any chest, any crate, any barrel, you name it, it's storage. Safe storage is like most of the storage containers you find scattered throughout the world will occasionally restock their inventories, and that comes at the cost of anything that was in them before. This is just to make sure you never run out of opportunities to go gallivanting through dungeons, looting stuff. The important takeaway there, of course, being most chests that you encounter in the game are not safe places to put things. You will end up losing those things when they refresh. So I'm trying to find something that won't refresh. And as far as unorthodox solutions are concerned, apparently there is a manor in Balmora with a dead person in it. The dead person never refreshes their inventory and does not go away, so no weight limit on the dead body, never disappears. If you really want, you could put every single item you get into that body, but that seems a little bit unkind of me. Virtually any container is a safe storage place in the sense that no items will disappear from them. Is that the thing? No items will disappear after? God, this is a lot of reading. I apologize for the delay. I'm just trying to... Trying to find a concrete answer, because so far I've heard there's barely any safe storage in Morrowind. There's one body you can put anything you want on that'll never refresh its contents, and also everywhere in Morrowind is safe storage, which is a bit of a conflict. God, there's no good answer here. There are houses, though. I can get a house. Just gonna take a little work. Oh, for God's sake. There's so much conflicting information on all of this, and I don't have any good... There's no good resources for this. Morrowind is janky. I'm just gonna carry on with the main quest line, and whatever I need to leave behind, I'll leave behind. I should have put Mark and Recall back at the Urshulaku camp. I bet it's too late to matter now. I bet when I go back there and cast Mark, it'll just say, oh, well, now that you've done all you can do here in the Urshulaku camp, it's time to explore the rest of the world, and then that fast travel point will be effectively useless for me. 503 is not a pretty number as far as storage is concerned. Storage, inventory, carry capacity. I wonder if I could put a feather spell on stuff. I guess that would require me to actually have a feather spell, but can't rule that out. I don't know. I'm just rambling at this point. There's a rat. Yeah, I thought so. You want to come down? Sit down. Hello, Netch. Cool jellyfish friends. There you go. Good on you. Finally coming down like I needed you to. I'm not gonna bother picking those up. It's just gonna add more weight. Here. Around here. Almost, not quite. Steel Blade of Heaven. There we go. Switch back to the Warhammer. Well, not back to. Switch to the Warhammer. It's not the most fun game in the world when all I have to do is backtrack. And I guess that's just kind of a natural consequence of an Elder Scrolls game that doesn't have a fast travel system. Or at least not a proper one. We've seen the pieces of as close to this game ever gets to a fast travel system already. The Propylon chambers we've run into a few times before. But they're not exactly useful without the Propylon indexes, and I have yet to find an index I can actually use. Closest I have is the one in Nibani Maesa's house, which is, if I pick it up, it gets me in trouble with the entire encampment because it counts as stealing. I don't really know how to get it without that. I guess maybe the chameleon thing, huh? That do it? God, that's a beautiful night sky, though. Absolutely gorgeous. Sorry, I'm checking my inventory without explaining why. Oh, yeah, that'd do it. Okay. I noticed my heavy armor skill obviously just went up, but I remembered earlier I mentioned my armor skill was, or my armor level was 64, and I'm looking at it now and it's 85, and I'm wondering what the fuck happened. The answer is I was using Fury when it was at 64, and Fury just drains all my armor skills as long as I have it equipped, so that'd do it. It's not even that spectacular for damage either, so I'm not sure why I'm using it. I guess because it's an enchanted sword that doesn't run out of enchantment, so I don't have to worry about swapping to a different weapon in the middle of a fight with a Tremora. One weapon skill went up, that's good. You know, the other day I was looking at listicle online that was supposed to be about, like, how to get more people to watch your Twitch streams. And the first thing I saw on it that really spoke to me, that's kind of amusing word choice, all things considered, was like, never have any moments of dead air on your stream. It's like, well, one, I can't do that. Two, no human being can do that without sacrificing the sense that they are a human as opposed to a caricature of a human. You know? Like, you watch any Let's Player, and you get the feeling they're genuine to an extent, but there's always that lingering belief. Yeah, I know, right? It's a little ridiculous. That's gonna kill your throat at the best. It's probably going to make folks irritated with you. But like I was saying, Let's Players have the same sort of habit of, like, always trying to talk. They're always reciting dialogue, they're commenting on the dialogue, they're commenting on the environment, and that's not necessarily a bad thing. Obviously, I do plenty of that. But, like, this isn't even the Urshulaku encampment. I thought I was closer to that than I really am. Keep walking. But, like, I think it was back with his Five Nights at Freddy's Let's Play with Mark that I really... There's always been this nagging sensation in the back of my head that Markiplier is not entirely genuine as a person. Like, his Let's Plays are decent, but it always feels like he's overblowing reactions a little bit. It's between his constant terror at Five Nights at Freddy's, which in hindsight, having played it myself for these streams, does not warrant the kind of horrified, visceral response it got out of him. I guess because he has a thing against mannequins, that kind of supplements that. But it seemed like every Let's Player was reacting about the same level of intensity, and okay, y'all can't all have things against mannequins, right? But it was that, and then there was another game, Vanish, that he used to play all the time. It was the one with, like, a sewer system and mole people in it, and you're trying to hide from them. And he always got so close to the end and then just got caught and died. And it pissed him off to no end. And somewhere along the line, I have to wonder, if it hurts you that bad, why are you still doing it? And I feel like the answer is either he's not really that hurt, or he's doing it, I guess, to get... What's the rest of the phrase? What's the rest of the train of thought I'm looking for? I guess he's either not actually that frustrated by the game, or he's basically opening a vein and bleeding onto the screen so viewer engagement goes up. Is that a cynical thing of me to say? Almost certainly, but that's always the sense that I get when I hear a Let's Player that doesn't really stop talking, as either they're very, very talented, or they have a lot of insight into what they're playing, or they're just kind of trying to keep folks engaged. This is me trying to excuse the fact that I've spent a lot of today's stream, at least, just about dead silent. This is me trying to make myself seem like I'm the only real, authentic Let's Player in the universe, because I don't talk 24/7. So don't mind me. Or if you think that was an insightful train of thought, do mind me. I don't know. I'm not the one that decides that. Nibani Maesa. I need to go back to Nibani Maesa. I shall be your guide to the 7 trials on the path of the Nerevarine. Ask, and I shall answer with Azura's blessing. If you're scared, express that fear in a goofy voice. If you're angry, something Nostalgia Critic got popular for a reason. I always prefer down-to-earth convos about whatever over, oh my god, this is wild. But how much of that is warranted and how much of that is taste? Yeah, that's... I like that my kind of lousy excuse for being too quiet or too stuttery or otherwise not perfect in my commentary has sparked this dialogue between streamgoers. I appreciate that. Anyway, as for the 3rd, I believe, trial? Tell me what you saw and heard in the Cavern of the Incarnate. It is as I have seen in my dream. It is a true dream sent from Azura to guide me. It once seemed a dream, but now it seems real. You have passed the 3rd trial. Now you must pass the 4th and 5th. They are much the same. Each Ashlander tribe, each great house on Vardenfell, must choose you as war leader to unite the Dunmer against Dagoth Ur's terrible menace. Each tribe must name you Nerevarine. Each great house must name you Hortator. You have come for guidance, and I will give it to you. Might be a part of the reason my early viewers, hey, you included, said you help folks relax and maybe nod off because you're not hyper for the sake of energy, you're genuine and chill. Maybe. I kind of want to have a little more energy than I do. I'd like to be... Obviously, I don't want to be like Markiplier or Jacksepticeye levels of energy, because that's way more than any one person can reasonably be expected to put out for long periods of time, but I guess something closer to Vinny Vinesauce would be alright, you know? So let's see about this Nerevarine thing. In times of great danger, the 4 Ashlander tribes unite under a single war leader. If you can prove to the Urshalaku, Ahamusa, Zainab, and... God, my eyes are failing me right now. Arabanimsun tribes that you are the Nerevarine, and that the tribes must unite against the threat of the 6th house, Then each Ashkan will declare you Nerevarine and war leader of all tribes. You must go to all the tribal Ashkans, but go first to Sul Matul, who is your friend and who will surely grant you the honor. Yeah, I get you. Content is not genuine by comparison. You argue with a text bubble and play up reactions because it keeps the comedy up. See, I wouldn't mind having a way to keep the comedy up, you know? But I guess comedy isn't exactly my strong suit. Like, I have moments. I'm not saying that I'm not funny. I do have my moments. Usually it involves being pissed off at terrible AI. Anyway. Start with Sul Matul. Ask about the Ahamusa. The Ahamusa of the Grey's lands are mild and peace-loving. The wise woman of the Ahamusa, Sinamu Mirpal, is also their Ashkan. How about the Arabanimson? The Arabanimson of Molag Mar love themselves and their weapons above all else. Their Ashkan, Ulath Pal, is cruel and ambitious, and his Gulakans are just like him. Their wise woman, Manaral, is cautious, or is it Manarai? Manarai is cautious and reasonable. Seek her counsel, don't waste your speech on the war cons. And Zainab? The Ashlanders of the Zainab tribe are sly and crafty. Their camp is in the interior of the Grayslands. Okay. So that's the Nerevarine situation dealt with. I'm going to speak with Sul Matul, who will grant me the honor of being war leader of his tribe, presumably. As for the Hortator stuff, when a greater enemy threatens, the great houses put aside their quarrels and choose a Hortator, a single war leader to lead all the houses. Only a great house council can name a Hortator, and all councils must agree. Speak with the Redoran counselors, Hlalu counselors, and Telvanni counselors. Prove to them that Dagoth threatens. When you are named Redoran, Hlalu, and Telvanni Hortator, only then will you be the Hortator named in prophecy. Okay. Go to Aldrune, the chief town of the Redoran. They say the council meets under the shell of a giant emperor crab. The Redoran are proud and haughty, known as great warriors and great worshippers of the tribunal. Since they love the temple and Vivek, they cannot love you. The temple warriors hate the Nerevarine prophecies and will kill you if they see you. Be careful. I do not know the ways of the settled people, but I do know, in the Council of Chiefs, you must cultivate a friend and beware an enemy. Find one who is willing or one who is well disposed to you. Win him and use him to win the others. And the most powerful chief, he is most likely an enemy since he loves his power and hates to share it. Recognize your enemy and prepare for him. About the Hlalu counselors. Go to Balmora, the chief town of the Hlalu. I believe the counselors meet there in a great house with many rooms. The Hlalu are soft and cowardly, sly and greedy. Their traders are liars and cheats. Look behind the words they speak for the truths they are hiding. The Hlalu are great traders, keen for profit and subtle with words. It will be hard to find someone you can trust, perhaps impossible. You may have to fight with words to find the truth. Beware of tricks and lies. Seek behind appearances. Look for hidden power. Be wary and be suspicious. And the Telvanni? I am told that wizards who speak for the Telvanni counselors may be found in a strange building in Sadrith Mora. The counselors themselves are ageless sorcerers living in the towers scattered over Vardenfell. I know nothing about them except that they are old, terrible, and evil. And becoming Telvanni Hortator? I do not know the ways of wizards. I've heard they honor the tests of life and death as we do, the ones who live for a long time. The ones who live for a long time. The ones who die are forgotten. They are old and strange and terrible, and I know little, but I am afraid. And that is my counsel to you. Be afraid. It is no time to be bold and careless. It is no time to hoard your treasures. With wizards, there are no second chances. Okay, so Aldrun, Redoran, Balmora, Hlalu, and Telvanni, Sadrith Mora. Balmora? Let's start with Balmora and the Hlalu. Actually, I mean, obviously.
To you.
Here's something I want to try real quick. If I don't want to use that just yet. Let's see what happens if I use Caius's pants. Do I still have them on? I still have them on, okay. So let's try Caius's black pants. If I sneak. If I'm sneaky. He definitely knows I'm here.
You will die!
Yeah, okay. I want that Propylon index, though. I want it. What do I have to give for it? So I'm taking that. And now I'm completely invisible. Completely invisible. Completely. Really? Completely. Good God, 750. Wait a minute, where the fuck did that come from? What the fuck was that? It's gone now. What the hell just happened? Alright, I don't want to use up that potion for something that just boils down to taking the one Propylon index. Is it important? Is it valuable? Yes, but there's bound to be some other way I can take it that won't involve incurring the wrath of Nibani Maesa. As for this, you have passed the 3rd trial. Before you lies the 4th and 5th. I have spoken with Nibani Maesa, and I know these trials. You wish to be called Urshulaku Nerevarin. But first, would you hear the counsel of Sulmatul? Yes. Good. First, I would give you warning. When you are called Nerevarin, the word must spread, and many must hear. Your enemies will hear and come seeking your blood, and such friends as you may have among the great houses, those who heed the words of the temple, they may forget their love for you. If you have business with the people of the houses and temple, you may wish to conduct that business first, before you are named Nerevarin. Second, I tell you, seek the counsel of the wise woman, Nibani Maesa, for you are an outlander and ignorant of the ways of our people. Nibani Maesa can tell you of the other tribes, of their ways, and of their ashkans. If you do not know these things, you will make many mistakes and waste precious time. That is my counsel. Now, if you wish to be named Urshulaku Nerevarin, we may speak of these things. Okay, so priority 1 should be uniting the great houses. But let's see what happens when I pick Urshulaku Nerevarin. Very well. You wish to be called Nerevarin. I know you and am disposed to do so, but first, we must speak of need and duty. Before I name you Nerevarin, you must understand why a war leader is needed so you may tell others. And before I name you Nerevarin, I must see that you know your duty. Only when we have spoken of these things shall you be called Nerevarin. Tell me first of need. Know the words of the prophecies. The curse of Dagoth-Ur and the sixth house threatens our land. The false gods lie and offer false hope of protection. You bear the moon and star of Nerevar. Azura's hand is upon you. These are the proofs you must show to all people as Ursulaku Nerevarine. And my duty? You shall be Nerevarine of all the tribes and Hortator of all the great houses. You shall eat the sin of the unmourned house and free the false gods. You must defeat the sixth house and Dagoth-Ur. You must free the tribunal from their curse. This is the burden of prophecy, and this shall be your duty as Ursulaku Nerevarine. Before my hearth and kin, and before the people of the wastes, I name you Ursulaku Nerevarine, war leader of the Ursulaku and protector of the people. In token of this, I give you the teeth, which shall be assigned to all Dunmer, that you are the Nerevarine, and that the Ursulaku shall follow you. In all things, even unto death, until the enemy is defeated, or until you are dead, or until you give this back into my hand.
And what do you want of me, Outlander?
Teeth of the Ursulaku. Resist paralysis 10% on self, constant effect. Eh, that's not bad. That on. Put the moon and star on. And let's try going to Vivek to see what happens. By Vivek, I of course mean Vivek City. And I'm not going to save the game from here until we get to Vivek City, because I want to see what happens if we go there with the moon and star equipped. It'd be cool, would have been a better road. Let's go back to cool. Because I'm pretty sure they have a Silt Strider. Memory serves. Exciting. The heck is... Hold on. What is this structure? Do I want to investigate? Yes. Likelihood of me finding loot in there, pretty high. And I definitely don't have the inventory capacity for that, so... let's just carry on. Had something with a constant feather effect on it. That would definitely make things easier for me. Assuming that's even an effect I can have. What would also make things easier for me is maybe if I switched back to medium armor. Because the heavy armor, obviously it's good stuff, but heavy is right. Frigging, let's see, what are we carrying right now? Our greaves alone are worth 54. Each of our gauntlets is worth 15, so that's 30 for the gauntlets, plus 40 for the boots, plus 60 for the cuirass, plus 20 for the pauldrons each. So, in total, just my armor alone, I'm carrying, let's see, 60 and 40 is 100. That's 30, 184. 40, that would be 224. 224 is how much my armor weighs. And that weight doesn't go away just because I'm equipping it. I don't know if that's even a thing in this game. Permit me to indulge myself looking into that too. And heavy armor. And increase carry weight. Maximum encumbrance is equal to strength times 5 once you've maxed out strength. Fortify strength effects increase your carrying capacity further. Apologies for all the tabbing out and the absolutely nothing being shown on screen for the duration. Please, I'm begging you, load this page. Okay, fine. How to manage carry weight. That one's not loading either. Reddit's just having a bad day. Okay. Fortify strength potions increase carrying capacity. Feather effects lower your current encumbrance. Oh, but I'd want fortify strength if I use any enchanting. Because each point in strength is equivalent to 5 points of feather, but a single point of feather and a single point of strength for enchanting cost the same amount in terms of magicka and enchanting points. So, strength is far more cost effective, plus it increases my melee damage. Alright, alright. So I guess we look for a way to enchant with fortify strength. Then maybe we don't have to worry quite so much about how much I'm carrying. Meanwhile, Oblivion would have made this much simpler, because if I had 100 skill points in heavy armor in Oblivion, my reward for that would be that the armor I'm wearing doesn't weigh anything. Be very handy, but that doesn't seem to be a thing in Morrowind. This ball better not kill me. Okay. Alright, we're cool. Cool. We're almost at cool, too. Of course, the important thing here isn't like, cool itself. It's that from cool, we head to Vivec. And in Vivec, we encounter an Ordinator, and if they say, hey, you can't be wearing that ring, then we'll know there's a problem. Okay, closest place to Vivec. Oh, wow. Yeah, that's opposite end of the island from us. Okay. I just want to head
Where
south.
would you like to go?
Let's go to Aldrune. And from Aldrune to Balmora. And then from Balmora to Vivec.
Where would you like to go?
Now that we're here in Vivec, let's go find an Ordinator. I know there's bound to be some at the south. We've encountered them just kind of wandering around before. So I guess let's head to the south end, or maybe take a boat. Taking a boat would be much quicker. I really am glad they added fast traveling in Oblivion. Telvanni, Hlalu, or Arena? Well, the arena's right there. Telvanni, no. Hlalu, no. Okay, I guess the arena then. Do you take me further south? Foreign Quarter. Temple. Alright, let's see. Do the Ordinators hate my guts for wearing the moon and star? I'm betting on yes. But if they don't, that's handy for me. I'll readily accept that they just don't care that I'm wearing that ring. Here's one. Hello, sir. I'm the Nerevarian. Okay. He doesn't care. I'm assuming he. Can't tell under the armor. Have you heard the good word? They don't care. Okay, that's great for me. So I can just keep that ring on. So, next step is finding one of the 3 high houses. There is a lot of bunny hopping in this game. I don't even know if it's significantly faster than strafe walking. I don't think... I've seen world record speedruns of Morrowind, which this definitely is not, but most of them I don't think they bunny hop, so maybe this is not significantly faster or faster at all than just strafing, but it feels faster. Head the right way? I don't think I head the right way. I think I am. The city is big and confusing in Elder Scrolls Online, too, so it's nice to see nothing changed in that regard. I didn't play a whole lot of Online. I never finished its main story. I barely went anywhere with any of the guilds. What I can say about Online is that if you like just screwing around in the, crafting district, stealing from the guards, just pickpocketing shit and then going and selling it for pocket change to the Thieves Guild, you'll like Elder Scrolls Online. But if you're looking for more than that, I can't guarantee it. It might be fun. Probably is fun. I don't know why I'm talking about Elder Scrolls Online in the middle of my Morrowind playthrough. I guess because there's nothing to talk about here. I'm just trying to bunny hop my way over to the Silt Strider without even remembering quite where the Silt Strider is. One of these days I'm going to figure out how to navigate a location, and then it's over for everyone. But until that day comes... Hello, mud crabs. Goodbye, mud crab. Another one here. This third one doesn't seem to care about my existence yet, but... Yep, okay. Hostile now. Dead now. There's a Kagudi. Hit him. There we go. I'm so tired, can I just say. I did not get... This is a familiar statement, but I did not get enough sleep last night, and you can probably hear it in my voice. Moons are pretty, though. Credit where it's due. They knew how to make a good skybox in this game. And they know how to make a good one in Oblivion and Skyrim, too. Although I think the best one is in Oblivion. Shivering Isles, specifically. I can't wait until we get there. God, I'm so excited for Oblivion. I'm so excited to move on from this game. Not because this game is bad, per se, but it definitely is showing its age. Let's see. Bound to be a vendor in the area I can sell stuff to, or try to sell stuff to in vain. Pawnbroker. Hello. What can I get rid of that you will take from me? I've never gotten any mileage at all out of the glass jink blade. Like, I've tried to use it. Paralyzed for 10 seconds is handy. I'm not selling the hat. Don't worry, the hat's gonna be fine. I'm keeping the hat. I need to repair that, actually. Let's get... That's a lot of money. I'm just not... Cries. Let's just get rid of the glass jink blade. Put it for as much as I can. Put it up for... what else? I mean... I can't do else. Let's take that back, actually. See what I can get rid of instead. I don't need the Rising Force potions. I can get rid of all of those. Fortify health is not a useful thing for me. Frost salts, get rid of the fire salts, corpus sweepings, get rid of the diamonds. Nope, wait, take the corpus sweepings back. Get rid of, let's try 1 diamond. Okay, that's too much. Or maybe it's just enough. It's a start. Barely anything, but it's better than nothing. Outfitter? No. Trader. Hello, Ravir. Do I like the Devil Spear? Yes. Theoretically. Do I need it? No. Let's see about the other diamonds. Yeah? What do I have that's heavy? Obviously there's the books. Get rid of Aedra and Daedra. And the monomyth. I think we have the monomyth pretty solidly figured out at this point. You know how that works. Now an armorer will be handy because we need stuff repaired. This is probably the moment where I realize how much it's going to cost me to get my current attire. Well, no, that's actually reasonable. Of course I can spend that kind of money on. Oh. Yeah, okay. Ebony's gonna drain my bank account. Keep the Fiend Katana. Keep the Shadow Shield. Steel Blade of Heaven's fine. Orcish Warhammer. Yeah. Now, how about bartering? Can I give you junk? Can I give you shit? Probably not. I should get rid of the shield. I don't need that shield because it has restore health 10 points and that's handy. Its charge is 15. This one has restore health 11 and its charge is 20. So switch to this when I need healing, I guess. Belt of... Wow. When did I get that? 20,000 for a belt? Adamantium stuff, which credit where it's due, it's lightweight. It's lightweight. The seller here has a lot of money. To relieve him of it. Dude's fucking loaded. Wow. It's not much. I'm not making very much progress here, and obviously there's ways to fix that. If I were to get rid of the mace, maybe the bow. Well, the bow's only 2. The axe, the spears. Oh, the spear and maybe the katana. I don't know, the boots. The cuirass, obviously. But I don't want to get rid of those. They were gifts given to me and are valuable for that reason above all others. What's going on around here? Redoran are in Aldrune. The Hlalu are in Balmora. Great house with many rooms. Alright. Well, we're in Balmora, so I guess let's find the Hlalu counselors. Great house with many rooms, which this looks pretty great housey. I think. House Hlalu, yep, there we are. Yep, correct. I am Nileno Dorvain. Or... Hold on.
Make it quick, Orc.
Yeah, okay. What business brings you here today, Mocha Ole? Here's a recent edition of the Yellow Book of Great House Hlalu. It lists the current Hlalu counselors and their residences. I might tell you more for a small consideration. Here's 50 gold. The one you should speak with is Crassius Curio. His manor is in the Hlalu Plaza in Vivec. Of the Hlalu counselors, he is the one most likely to listen to your requests, whatever they may be. Crassius Curio in Vivec. Alright. Cool. Guess we're going back to Vivec. rapidly growing to hate how slow travel is in this game. And there's, of course, only so many fixes for that. Back.
Why walk when you can ride?
Gracias Curio in Vivek. Should I try asking around about the other? Let's try asking about the others first. Redoran is located in Aldrune. They aren't going to be fans of me. So, of course, we head to Aldrune, which is where? Where's Aldrune? It's Nisus. It's cool. Aldrune is north, okay. So back to Balmora. And now to Aldrune. Should be in that big crab shell over there. Manor District. Fancy place. This is actually kind of cool. Guard. Don't mind me.
Leave me.
Ragtong Guild Hall. Oh, you know, the local Assassin's Guild. You can just talk with them. Nerevar, Monor, what the fuck? Manor. Manor is how you pronounce that. That's how humans say it. Venom Manor. Back out. This looks important. Redoran Council entrance. Sure.
If you'll excuse me, I don't have time for you right now. Or ever.
Redoran Counselors. The Redoran Counselors are among the most distinguished and honorable Dunmer in Morrowind. Here, perhaps you'd like to review a recent edition of the Red Book of Great House Redoran. It lists the current Redoran Counselors and their residences.
This better be important.
Sure, let's see. Red Book. Oh my god. Archmaster Lord Bolvin Venom by grace of Almsavi, Chief Counselor of Redoran. Jesus, there's a lot of fucking words in here. Says the one who spends every stream reading at least 3 goddamn books. Bolvin Venom. Bolvin Manor, Manor District, Aldrune. Knowledge is power, and I am without power. Master Lord Miner, or is it Miner or Minor? I don't care. Erebar, Grace of Almsavi, Honored Counselor, Redoran. Oh my god, my head is spinning trying to read this shit. This is just names and where they can be found. If we could dumb it down a little bit for the local orc warlord, we could maybe get some progress done, but instead they've got to throw all these titles at me. Archmaster Lord Bolvin Venom by grace of Almsavi, Chief Counselor of Redoran Council, Vardenfell District, Lord Aldrune of Bolvin Manor, Manor District, Aldrune, District of Vardenfell, Province of Morrowind. Jesus fucking Christ. How about just Bolvin Venom can be found in Bolvin Manor in Aldrune? How about that? Can we get that on the fucking page? Do we have to take up like an hour of my time just to read through the guy's fucking name? I have things to do. This one's gonna be the exact same shit, isn't it? Jesus fucking Christ. This is how it's gonna be for all three of them. I don't even know which one of these people I'm supposed to talk to. That's the thing. I'm supposed to talk with all the counselors, and maybe one of them will actually let me in, so I have to speak with... Deep breath, folks. Archmaster Lord Bolvin Venom, by grace of Almsby, Chief Counselor of Redoran Council of Ardenfell District, Lord Alderun of Bolvin Manor, Manor District, Alderun District of Ardenfell, Province of Morrowind. Master Lord Minor Arabar, by grace of Almsby, Honor Counselor of Redoran Council of Ardenfell District, Lord of North Gash of Arabar Manor, Manor District, Alderun District of Ardenfell, Province of Morrowind. Master Lord Hlarin Ramarin, by grace of Can you get some fucking normal names, please? Grace of Almsby, Honored Counselor of Redoran Council of Ardenfell District, Lord of West Gash of Ramarin Manor, Manor District, Alderun District of Ardenfell, Province of Morrowind. Mistress Lady Brara Morvain, by grace of Almsby, Honored Counselor of Redoran Council of Ardenfell District, Lady of Margon of Morvain Manor, East Alderun District of Ardenfell, Province of Morrowind. Master Lord Athen Sarathi, by grace of Almsby, Honored Counselor of Redoran Council of Ardenfell District, Lord of South Gash of Sarathi Manor, Manor District, Alderun District of Ardenfell, Province of Morrowind. And Master Lord Garasa Lethri, by grace of Almsby, Honored Counselor of Redoran Council of Ardenfell District, Lord of the Northern Ashlands of Lethri Manor, Manor District, Alderun District of Ardenfell, Province of Morrowind. Holy shit. Like, reduce it to a sentence at most, please. We don't need 2 pages occupied by your goddamn names and addresses. Oh, God. I don't even know which of these I've got to speak to. At least with the other person, they said, maybe start with Crassius Curio and Vivek. These folks don't want anything to do with me. There's like one person here who gave me a book and told me to fuck off. None of the guards want...
I don't have time for you right now. Or ever.
Anything to do with me. It's just the one person, too. There's only one person in this room. Like, the guards aren't gonna tell me, are you a guard? I honestly can't tell. Officer of the Imperial Law, move along. Okay, alright. House Redoran? Doesn't give a shit. Okay. What do we got in the back here? What's this? Redoran Council Hall. Sure. Is there anyone here? Yes, okay, we've got someone. Who are you?
If you'll excuse me, I
Mivanu
don't have
Retheran.
time for you right now, or ever.
You don't have jack shit to tell me. I don't want to join House Redoran if it can be avoided. Y'all have too many names. I just want to be Mocha Olay. Someone's house. Redoran Council entrance. It's fucking... The thing is, right? With how big the names on that page are, I don't even know who I'm supposed to be looking for in here, if anywhere. There's someone in the Manor District in Aldrune. There's someone in the Manor District in Aldrune. There's someone in the Manor District in Aldrune. There's someone in a manor in East Aldrune. Someone in a manor in Aldrune. And what do you know? A manor in Aldrune. So I think I'm looking for people in Aldrune. So at least I don't have to travel like halfway across the country just to figure out where the people I'm looking for are. But that still leaves the matter of figuring out which doors are the right ones.
Hopefully somewhere away from you.
And doing my damnedest not to kill the guards for snarking at me. Galsa Gindu's house. Is Galsa Gindu someone I'm looking for? Nope. Sarathi Manor, Lethri Manor, Ramarin. This isn't even the Manor District, is it?
What is it with these dick-headed outlanders?
What the fuck is it with the guards here just hating my guts? Like, it feels like, are 3 wrong words away from pronouncing me dead on the spot, or at least trying to. Let's find out, can I kill a guard, just for fun? Just because I need something to do. I need to feel something. Come here. This is a fucking Tom and Jerry moment right here, isn't it? I'm just holding my mace up over this guy's head. He knows what's coming. Bonk. Resist arrest, obviously.
Oh, you die!
Your wounds are great.
Okay, they do have a decent amount of health. Let's take a moment, switch to Fury, see what that does for me. Or, you know what? I could use everyone's favorite, the Fiend Katana. Can y'all back the fuck off for a second? I'm just trying to kill a guy. I'm just trying to murder a guard. I don't know what it is with these people. Assholes. Honestly. Okay, instead of taking the Tom and Jerry route with a weapon I'm no good with, let's try Fiend Katana minute 1. Yes, I'm going for this again.
Leave me.
Am I good or what?
Yeah, no, this works much better.
You Enwa!
I can kill more guards with this. Here. I violated the law, that's cool. The thing about violating the law is if I kill every single guard in this complex, there's nobody here that can arrest me. So I think I have my game plan now. Oh, House Redorin!
You will die.
This is cathartic. This is nice. Can we get some lo-fi hip-hop beats playing over this? This is, like, super chill. Yeah, no, I'm cool with this. I can live with this. There's a smith in here. They're probably not a guard, so they're fine. They live. There's a trader. Wow, so all the shit in this town was just hiding out in here, waiting for me to stumble upon it while attempting to kill every single guard in the complex. It's nice that the game knew that's what I wanted the whole time, right? Like, they put these here specifically so that I would stumble across them while slaughtering every single person that looked at me funny. It's very considerate of them. Are there any other guards here, or am I just blathering to, like, the one person in this fancy-ass hall, which I think legally belongs to me now? Because nobody has the power to stop me. I think I like how Morrowind is going now. What do you have for armor, anyway? It's just medium. Steel mace, that's nothing special. You guys aren't that important. How about you? I apologize for killing you, but you kind of wanted my guts for some reason. I don't really get why. I mean, I would have left you alive. Oh, right, there's more guards out here. Oh, you want to arrest me?
You will die.
That's cool. Do you know about the Fiend Katana? Do you know about, like, bound longswords? This shit's pretty dope. You know, you guys really need to do some, like, redecorating in here, because the thing is, right, these bridges, really, really good choke points. Like, if someone gets past you and, like, see what I mean? You guys couldn't get past each other because I was here. I was standing right here and just mowing you down one at a time, and there wasn't anything you could do about that. That's kind of an oversight. I think that's a health hazard, just not to me. You have any guards around here? Are we cool? I just killed some guys back there. Are we cool? No, we're not cool? Huh.
Now you die!
I mean, that's unfortunate. Because, like... Okay, hold on. This isn't going quite the way I wanted it to. Let's drink one of my health potions because I'm just rolling with this for some reason.
You Enwa! Oh.
Die, Fetcher. I have you.
There is no escape!
Yeah. This is pretty good. This is good. I like what's happening here. Just a whole pile of dead guards. Resting here is illegal. You'll need to find a bed. Hey, the thing about shit being illegal, they can't... Oh, that doesn't restore my health. That's annoying. The thing about shit being illegal in this town is that I don't care. Right? Like, I'm not really sure what they think they're accomplishing by telling me it's illegal to loiter if I just decide I'm gonna loiter anyway. What can they do about that? What do I have for healing? I mean, obviously I could just take another restore health potion. Why not? That's pretty good. That'll work. For the next phase of my operation, which really is just striking at these guys more. How many guards are there in this town? The crime has been reported. I've earned a death warrant for the crimes. That's cool. Hey, any of you want to try and collect that death warrant, that's fine by me. You guys see this shit? The trouble I have to go to just to take a nice walk around Aldrune. I don't even know what the guards are attacking me for. Honestly, I think I'm a pretty good person. I think I've strayed a little bit from what I was originally supposed to be doing here. Like a tiny, tiny bit. Alright, fun over. Back to main quest. Nothing happened. Absolutely nothing went on here. Everything was just fine forever.
Leave me.
God, I want to kill them again. The only thing they ever have to say to me is fuck off and die. And, like, I kind of want them to do that instead. I really want them to do that instead.
What hole did you crawl out of?
What hole did I crawl out? Get the fuck out of my way. I don't know you, and I don't want to. Lethri Manor, okay. Here's probably progress. We're looking for manors, right? Because God knows I don't have any. Yeah, Lethri Manor, here we go.
What is it with these
I'm late for an
thick-headed
appointment.
outlanders?
Hopefully somewhere away from you.
Lethri Manor bedrooms. I'm looking specifically for Garissa Lethri. So if I don't find that name in here, that's the guard quarters.
I can tell.
Private quarters. I can just walk in here.
If you'll
You're
excuse
not the one I'm looking
me, I
for.
don't have time for you
Garissa Lethri, hello.
or ever.
You're a veteran counselor, and I'm here to talk to you about shit, and you just have to deal with that. I should consult with the recent edition of the Red Book of Great House Redarin. Yeah, I did. It's a little wordy for my liking. Anyway, you're a counselor, and I'd like to be Hortator now. The Hortator is a war leader chosen by the counselors of a great house. Why do you ask? How is a Hortator chosen? Only the Redarin counselors can choose a Hortator for House Redarin, and it must be unanimous. The Hortator's duty is defined by ancient custom, but, in essence, a Hortator is a house champion who must be skilled in combat and known for courage and honor. Well, I need to work on the honor bit just a little, but, like, I think I'm good with combat and courage. Or stupidity. The difference between those is whether or not I live, right? And I lived, so, like, I'm courageous. I'm courageous as fuck. Get all the guards in here. I can take them on. All at once. Anyway. A Hortator is chosen by consensus. Everyone has to agree. A single no is a veto. Okay. First Great House has to choose a Hortator. Okay, alright. Blah, blah, blah. Hortator's duty. Hortator is more a chief hero than a general. The council's plan and approved strategy. It's a terrible system. The legions aren't like that. The generals ignore the politicians and win the wars, but a Hortator leads by doing. The champion who wins every battle and inspires by example. The hero who challenges and defeats the opposing hero in single combat. Doesn't have to be polite, or smart, or even a nice person. Just has to win and make others want to win. I have great news for you about my qualifications in this field, sir. You say skilled in combat. You say known for courage. You say something about honor, but I wasn't really listening to that part. You say doesn't have to be polite. You say doesn't have to be smart. Doesn't have to be a nice person. I think I meet all your qualifications. I would like to be your Hortator. How do I tell you that I want to be your Hortator? Because, like, right now, it's not giving me anything more than an overview of what the Hortator has to do and be, which, like... Hortator's duty, choose a Hortator, veteran counselors. Everyone has to agree? Okay. Really, I would like to be... Tell your story and ask to be confirmed as a Hortator. That's ridiculous. If you were my friend or someone important, I might listen to your nonsense. But Beryl Sala says you're just an Imperial spy and a pretender. Beryl Sala.
I'm late for an appointment. Hopefully somewhere away
Where
from
is
you.
Beryl Sala?
If you'll excuse me, I don't have
I
time
like your
for you
armor.
right now. Or ever.
What armor is this? Hold on. For no particular reason, let me just save over the save I just made that was called manslaughter. And if you could just hold still a minute and just stand there and do nothing while I equip this katana and, you know, ready up a spell that changes it into a much fucking deadlier katana and just, like, level it right at your head. I just want to see what armor you've got. Steel. Really? That's steel? It's very nice steel, I must say. Very fancy stuff. Anyway, you two are attacking me for some reason. I just wanted to check the guy's armor. It's a little bit inconsiderate of you. Especially you with the, like, big-ass sword. With this character's death, the thread of prophecy is severed. Restore a saved game to restore the Weave of Fate, or persist in the doomed world you have created. Huh. That doesn't sound very fun. This guy had like 13 gold on him. What do you mean? Thread of prophecy is severed. Thread of prophecy says I get 13 more gold. Fine, whatever. I can joke about this as much as I want, and God help me, this has been some of the most fun I've had with this game today. Just running around, losing my goddamn mind. But I can't do that, obviously, because we just had the first example of, hey, some of these people you're really, 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 really not allowed to kill.
What hole did you crawl out of?
Okay, so veteran Hortator, you won't let me. Beryl Sala says I'm an Imperial spy and a pretender. Where is Beryl Sala?
I'm late for an appointment. Hopefully somewhere away from you.
Manor bedrooms, sure. Let's check the bedrooms. Hey, hello. Thank you for chatting. And for the emotes. What are those? What are those? Hold on. I'm not familiar with these. Laughter. Okay, it's just a laughter emote. Yeah. I kind of lost my mind a little bit at these people, but they do have it coming, to be fair. Like, it's a mercy that I should deign to reload from a previous save before I killed all the guards in this area, because the guards here are
If you
assholes.
excuse me, I don't have time for you right
But
now.
also, Lethri, are you someone I need to talk with? Nope, you're not important. I'm just gonna say that to their face. They're not important.
What is it?
Sanvin Lethri? The only person with Lethri in their name that I'm being directed to speak to is Garrus Lethri, who tells me to fuck off because I'm not important enough for him. And if I'm not important enough for him and you guys aren't important enough for me, that's pretty embarrassing, guys. Step your fucking game up.
I'm late for an appointment. Hopefully somewhere away
and
from
get a
you.
name that's not Lanel Brenos. Jesus Christ.
Can't you find someone else to bother?
The burden of knowledge, and by knowledge I mean specifically the knowledge that I could kill any of the people I'm seeing here at any time for any reason, is a heavy burden indeed. Knowing that I'm like the best person in the room at all times is a lot to have to deal with, can I just say. Heavy is the head that wears the crown and all that. In this case, the crown is made from like 20 guards' skulls. Wait, I need to speak with this person, don't I? There's someone in here that's Nerevar. Yep. Miner Erevar. Or Miner, but I'm going to assume Miner because who the fuck gets named Miner and just lives with it?
Hopefully somewhere away from you.
Guard quarters? No.
If you'll excuse
I mean, yes, in another life, but no.
forever.
Private quarters.
What hole did you crawl out?
Okay. Maybe in the private quarters. Wooden door.
What is it with these
Not you.
thick-headed outlanders?
Not in here. I have a lot of eggs here. Do you guys eat enough fucking eggs? Holy shit. You have baskets of Kwama eggs just lying out in the open. Refrigerate that shit. What are you doing? Making the most disgusting bread in the entire, like, all of Tamriel. There's nobody in Tamriel that's gonna eat that as soon as I tell them they just leave their eggs lying around in baskets.
What is it?
You're Minor
You
Erevar.
stick-headed
Please deliver me from the nonsense going on in the rest of this manor. You must explain why you have come here, and quickly. No speeches or excuses. Use your words with care, for I am a counselor of House Redoran and a very busy man with many duties and responsibilities. I am not one to stand about idly while others chatter on and on about the most trivial of subjects. That's cool. Listen, I could kill you. Just like so we're clear on that. I'd like to talk to you about the Hortator. More a chief hero than a general. Okay, choose a Hortator. Redoran Hortator. I would like to be the Hortator. You came to tell me that you are the reincarnation of Indral Nerevar. Azura spoke with you in a cave and told you that because you are the reincarnation of Nerevar, you must become the Hortator of all three great houses. And that is why you are standing here right now, telling me this story of the Tribunal stealing power from a god's heart with Dwemer tools, and that Dagothar is not dead, but even now plans to conquer Morrowind with the power of this alleged heart. Is that correct? Yeah, actually. I am a patient man, and I have heard many stories such as this in the past. There is nothing worse than being forced to listen to someone who enjoys the sound of their own voice more than the content and relevance of their words. I know, right? Perhaps I could lend you a copy of Sarvani's sermon against evil speaking and the dangers of loose tongues. But that is something I would do only for a friend, and you are just an Imperial spy and an imposter. Okay. For no particular reason, I'm gonna save over this one save I made called Manslaughter. And like, give me a moment. I've got a katana in here. It's very nice. You want to look at it for a bit? It's pretty cool. This is a neat magic trick. I can actually summon a better one. And like, if we just aim it at your neck real quick.
Suffer greatly.
It's dead. How'd that happen? Oh, he's got like 300 gold. Are we sure the thread of prophecy is severed? Because I think the thread of prophecy wants me to have 300 more gold. I think it put that on this body for a reason. This body that I just found, by the way, in the middle of performing a magic trick. Can you guys stop attacking me? I'm trying to explain myself. I was just performing a magic trick for this guy. I don't know what happened. He just, like, fell. He fell over and died.
What hole did you crawl out of?
All right, so we've got multiple people now saying that I'm just an Imperial spy. And only one of them actually gave me a name. That's Veteran. No, that's not what I'm looking for. Do they have the name written down in here? Veteran Counselors. Aldrune. House Veteran. Veteran Counselors. House Veteran. Veteran Counselors. Okay. I love the idea that the last thing these guys hear is the maniacal rambling with some outlander about saves. Yeah, I know, right? They're like, what exactly is she talking about? And then they don't really have to think about it much anymore.
I'm late for an appointment.
Because their head's gone.
Hopefully somewhere away from you.
I really can't be blunt enough about it. I am killing everyone in this room. Or I am in another life. Somewhere, the gods of fate applauded for my bravado and gave me 300 gold on a corpse that just happened to be at my feet. And that's a pretty nice life that particular Mocha
Yes,
Ole is
sir.
living, can I just say. Doesn't have to worry about all this prophecy shit, just if someone gets in my way, make them not be in my way anymore. Which, okay, Venom Manor. I'm looking for Bolvin Venom. That's not you. Not you. Probably in the private quarters, right? You guys have private quarters around here?
What, Outlander? Why do you disturb?
Whatever you're looking for, I'm sure I don't know how to find it.
Manor, right wing.
I don't have a lot of patience for questions.
Private quarters. I've got to say, the architecture, very cool. The size of the building, significantly less cool for people who are trying to find their way around so they can get things done.
Make it quick or out or hit the road.
Bolvin Venom. Hello. Talk to me about the Hortator. There is no need to name a Hortator, and if there were such a need, I would not shame House Veteran by naming an Outlander our Hortator. Here's my story. I'm basically the most important person in this room. You are a fool. An ignorant, ill-mannered Outlander fool. I'd rather make a monkey Hortator. As long as I am head of this house, you will never be Hortator. Huh. It's a little... I mean, I have a solution to the thing about you being... Am I gonna do this joke again? Sorry, sir, I've had a moment of self-awareness, and while your armor is very nice, I'm not inclined to kill people today.
What, Outlander? Why do you disturb?
Ignore that last part. Didn't say anything. I'm normal.
Whatever you're
Today,
looking
in
for,
quotes. You're
I'm
right,
sure
Heather,
I
you're so
don't know
right.
how to
I'm not inclined to kill people this minute.
Say what you want or go away.
So far, it seems like none of these people want to accept that I'm basically God. Which, you know, I guess I haven't exactly demonstrated that in this save.
What is
Vivek talks a lot about reaching heaven through violence, though, doesn't he? So, like... Did I already talk to the Lethri people? I'm losing track of who I have and haven't talked to. Garissa Lethri. Probably have.
What hole did you crawl?
Yeah. I've already talked to these ones. All right.
What is it with these thick-headed outlaws?
These people don't like me. Which, you know, I've made it abundantly clear I don't like them either, so, like, samesies. So true, bestie. Sarathi Manor. Have I already talked with the Sarathi people? There is a Sarathi in this book, right? In the first place. Sarathi. Athens Sarathi, yes. I'm looking for Athen. You're Athen. Hello. I'd like to speak to you about becoming the most important person to your, entire house. You have told a remarkable story. It has the ring of truth. You may have been deceived, but I believe you. Holy shit! We've got our foot in the door, folks! I may be able to persuade other counselors to believe you as well, but as a condition of my support, I require a favor. Please rescue my son, Varvur Sarathi, from Venom Manor. Holy shit, what? Hold up. Venom Manor is the first manor to your right when you enter Scar. That's the name of the building. As for my son, he is being held in Venom Manor, which is the first manor to your right when you enter the building. I've heard Bolvin Venom is keeping him in the right wing of his manor. You must be careful not to kill Bolvin himself, or the other counselors will turn against you. Okay. You're the best person I've talked to in this whole building, can I just say?
There's someone watching.
And take this as a compliment. Your armor sucks.
Hopefully somewhere away from you.
I don't have the slightest interest in finding out what it is you're wearing, sir. Alright, so he said, rescue his son from Venom Manor. First manor on the right. I can't believe that in the middle of my going very, very blood crazed, I accidentally got something done here. I'm kind of surprised. You mean there's story progress to be made in here? What the fuck? Oh, I was just killing dudes. There were person-shaped obstacles in my way.
What was that?
Anyway, let's see about rescuing this guy's son. Is this trespassing? Am I trespassing right now? Hi.
No,
No, you're fine
I
with me
don't
being
think
here?
So.
You fine with me being here? Note to Malsa Ulas. Keep our special guest in the room behind the tapestry. Make sure the door is locked and that he is under guard at all times. If he escapes, I will blame you. As opposed to obstacle-shaped persons. Exactly. There's a crucial difference. Don't ask me what it is. I don't know. At this point, I'm just blathering. Because the rest of what I had to say was crystal clear. Am I still wearing the shirt? Am I still wearing the shirt that makes me... Oh, it's pants, it's not shirt. Let's try casting this cool spell. Taking this key. Wait, line it up, line it up. Line it up. Jesus Christ! The hitbox on this key is 1 pixel. And immediately, my crime has been reported. Okay. New plan. Because I still have this on me. And I think this is a good time for 100% invisibility. Yes.
Leave me.
Did my father send you? Are you here to rescue me? Should we travel together back to Sarathi Manor? Let's see what happens. Actually, shall we travel back to my father? Wait here. There's a guard that I need to talk to. And I do, for once, mean
Whatever
talk
you're
to
looking
when I
for,
say talk
I'm
to.
Sure, I don't know how to find it.
I'd like to ask about Bolvin Venom. Nope, you're just going to tell me where he is. All right. How about Varvur Sarathi? That's none of your business, Outlander. Isn't it? I think it is. Here's 1,000 gold. Is it my business now? Nope. Okay. Well. I wonder... And... It's funny that after all this needless slaughter, I'm going to try this as an actual story component. But I wonder what happens if...
Whatever you're looking for, I'm sure
My crime has
I
been
don't
reported.
know how
All right,
to find
shit.
it.
Hold on. I have a backup plan. I only have 10 seconds of chameleon with this thing, so I've got to act fast.
I don't have a lot of patience for questions, Outlander.
Step 1, because the katana lasts longer. That's not the right button. That wasn't the katana. That was just my pants. That's the katana. Now, step 2. Take the potion. Quick step behind her.
You will suffer greatly.
I am the fucking fast. Now, I just take the key. Talk to the guy.
If you'll excuse me, I don't have time for you right now. Or ever.
Travel together. Follow me. Take me to my father. Sure thing. Let's see if we can get this done without any further violence. Odds are good we aren't going to be able to. Can I just walk out with him? Who's aggroed? Look, let's not wait around and find out.
Do you want something?
Run. Run, my dude. Did we make it? Did we actually make it? Sarathi, not Lethri, Sarathi. Sarathi Manor.
If you'll excuse, thank you. I don't have time.
What is it with these thick-headed Outlanders?
Yes, my son, Varvur Sarathi. You have returned him to me, and I am in your debt. You have rescued my son. I'm forever in your debt. Words cannot express my gratitude. Therefore, I name you Hortator of House Redoran. I also promise that I will use my influence with the other counselors of House Redoran. Alas, there is one obstacle. Bolvin Venim will never name an Outlander Hortator. But if you have the full support of the council, he may agree to an honorable duel. The duel is an honorable tradition dating back at least to the founding of Resdane. Each party to the duel makes an agreement as to the compensation that will be given to the winner. The loser is legally bound to this agreement. Most duels are fought until one party admits defeat or falls in battle. The duel to the death is less common and only ends when one party is dead. The winner of a duel may take what he wants of the loser's possessions, but some consider this dishonorable. If I have the support of the rest of the Red Ring Council, perhaps Venom will agree to an honorable duel. Alright. So, he'll do what he can to get the rest of the council to agree to name me Hortator. In the meantime, let's see about the guy that wants a duel. Or if he even wants the duel yet, or if I need to prove myself to everyone else. Venom. Bolvin Venom of Venom Manor. It's Arabar Manor. They're fine. Venom Manor is that one, I think. Yep. Alright. I'd like to see a guy about a stabbing.
What, Outlander? Why do you disturb? Do you want something?
Guard quarters, that's not it. This is...
Yes, sir.
Private quarters.
light is out or
Say
hit
what
the
you
road.
want or go away.
I have not changed my mind about you, Outlander. Okay, so I do need the support of the rest of the council, so I guess that's our next step.
I suppose you're looking for a tavern. I'm sure I can help you.
You know, I will say, as far as, like, accidental story progression is concerned, the fact that I found a potion that grants me full invisibility, and then, like, an hour later, stumbled upon a quest where, to get someone out of captivity, I needed to kill the guard, and the guard, if I had been detected killing them, would have given me a bounty? Pretty good, all things considered. Like, that's a pretty good narrative right there. Reaching heaven through violence, indeed. Let's see about the other, members.
This better be important.
Guard quarters. I don't think that's what we need. Manor bedrooms, not quite. Private quarters are down here, right? It definitely wasn't a purposeful arrangement. No, I promise you, I did not know that potion was there, and I did not think I could actually get away with one-shotting that guard.
Yes, sir. This better be important.
Like, I was fully prepared to just try, okay, maybe run instead. Maybe just run as fast as we can. Garrus Alethri. I spoke with Athen Serathi. I like what he told me about you. You get things done and you show good judgment. Your story is crazy, but your story doesn't matter to me, as long as you can do something about Dagoth and his servants. I'm making you my choice for Hortator of House Redoran. That's what I want to hear. That's more like it. Who else do we have around here? I haven't put my hat back on. That's the problem. That's the reason these people aren't falling into line. I didn't have my hat on. Okay, so that's Lethri done. That's 1 of 6. Obviously, that's also Sarathi done, so that's 2 of 6. Lethrin, Sarathi. Who's next? Who else needs persuading? Ramarin. Let me guess. Hlarin Ramarin. Exactly. It's all in the hat. At the end of the day, that's what's persuading people.
What, Outlander?
Is this guy wearing pants? It's like almost impossible. I mean, I guess he's got to be because he's a royal.
This better be important.
And I think there'd be... I'm not going to finish the rest of this thought. It's not interesting enough. Some outrage. That's basically all I really needed to say to finish that thought. Private quarters. I'm looking for who in particular? Hlarin Ramarin. Hlarin?
Yes, sir.
I'd like to talk to you about becoming the Hortator. Athen Sarathi has spoken of your good judgment, and I trust him. I will vote for you as Hortator of House Redoran. Thank you. This is going pretty well so far. All I had to do was kill one person, which, like, is that not exactly heroic? No, but were they holding someone's son hostage? Yes. I think it evens out if, like, I couldn't convince them to let him go. And it's not like anyone's gonna find the body. This is sounding worse by the word. You know, they did say I didn't need to be a good person. So let's see. Sarathi, Ramarin, Lethri. That's this side taken care of. Now there's 3 others, right? Arabar. Venom is the last one. Morvain. So, Arabar and Morvain. And I think I've met both of them before and just completely forgot where their houses were. Not the Morag Tong. Arabar.
I suppose you're
Looking for the private quarters, which, that's right, this goes through the guard chambers. And then from here to the private quarters.
What, Outlander?
There. Got the door open for you. You're welcome. Manor bedrooms. That's not what I want. Right, these are the ones with the egg problem.
This better be important.
Did I actually even find the person that was... Antecedents of Dwemer Law. Fancy sounding book. There's people in here that read shit. My god. And yet, for all their intellect, they won't keep their Kwama eggs in a fridge. I don't know what's wrong with them. The egg problem sounds like something a philosophy class would cover. You know, it kind of does. Kind of does. This guard can't get through because the door's not open. There you go. I'm helping all kinds of people today. Minor Arabar, hello. Hortator. I have spoken with Athen Sarathi. He believes your story and says you can be trusted. I have known Athen Sarathi since he was a child, and I have absolute faith in his judgment. Please accept my apologies for not seeking you out and accepting you at once. Forgive me also for believing these rumors about you being an Imperial spy. You have my vote. Minor Arabar hereby confirms Mocha Olay as Hortator of House Redoran. Tell the other counselors that I have given you my blessings. Nice. Okay, hold on. My mouse just had a bad day for a second there. Fun fact about eggs. Do tell, Ace. Tell me about eggs. I have heard of these objects. These strange artifacts. So that just leaves Venom and Morvain. Morvain is in East Aldrune, which is different from where we are now. So let's start by going and talking with Morvain. While we still have time. East. Morvain Manor in East Aldrune. General store. There's a blacksmith.
I don't have a lot of patience for questions.
Is this a manor? Looks like it could be a manor. Morvain Manor. Heck yeah. Oh, this place is real dark inside. Wow. Wooden door, lock level 70. Can I just sleep in anyone's bed, or can't rest here? Enemies are nearby? Enemies are nearby? What? What is in there? Do I not have any lockpicking? Shit, I don't. That's no good. Maybe if I use Caius's ring. This is a stretch. See, that plus this probe. That's a probe, not a lockpick. Here's a lockpick. Lock 2 complex. Shit. America is one of the few, if maybe the only countries that refrigerates our eggs, minus any small hobby farms, because we wash our eggs during processing. Washing them removes a natural layer that protects them from certain bacteria. The cold of the fridge does it instead. Really? Really? That's actually fascinating, Ace. Thank you for that. I had no idea. I've never had an unwashed egg, which is a weird sentence that just tumbled out of my mouth. But it's true. So here's illegal. How far out do I need to be before I'm no longer considered inside the boundaries of the town? This town apparently goes on way the fuck further than it logically should. There's no buildings out here, my guys. What do you mean? What do you mean resting? Here we go, finally. Let's, like, go for 10 a.m. My rest has been interrupted. There. Harder to cook while tempering, come out better when frying, easier to add temperature-sensitive recipes, whereas stateside, you gotta leave them out for hours. Huh. I had no idea about any of this. That's actually really eye-opening. Why, in that case, if there's, from all appearances, nothing but advantages to leaving that protective layer on the egg, why do we wash eggs? Why do we do that if, like, no other country does that? What are we planning? What is the true and undoubtedly sinister purpose of unwashed eggs? Or, no, washed eggs. Sorry, not unwashed. Unwashed, apparently, is normal. This is a weird conversation to be having while playing Morrowind, but I guess if the folks in that house wouldn't leave their Quama eggs lying around, blame the Illuminati. Maybe not that far. I know you're joking, but maybe not that far. Seriously, what is going on in here? There's a door I can't open because I don't have a high enough lockpicking skill for it. And I don't have any spells that'll do it. And I'm getting attacked by it. You guys got a cliff racer problem in here?
Whatever you're looking for, I'm sure I don't know how to find it.
Let's see. General merch. Let's start at the general store. Do you have any scrolls? You do not. You don't have any scrolls. That's okay. You can have some corporate sweepings, I guess. What did I just... No, I don't want the boots. And some ectoplasm and an emerald. 3 pieces of chalk resin. A handful of void salts. And 60 Dwemer coins, I guess. Oh, maybe not. How about 30 Dwemer coins? That's still too much. How about 29? What the? Oh, I took 29 away from him. Okay, if I give him 29 coins, that's within his limits. Okay. There you go. Harder to sell eggs that look less clean. I guess that makes sense. And rinsing or wiping eggs before cooking with them might be seen as too much hassle. I guess that does make sense, yeah. Pawnbroker, bookseller. Let's start at the pawnbroker.
Yes, sir.
Veteran guard. Do you have any scrolls? You don't have any scrolls. Okay. Where do I find scrolls?
Where is that slave?
Maybe at a bookseller? Doubtful, but worth a look. Hi. You have some scrolls. Blight disease, common disease, restore health, night eye. Not enough. You don't have enough scrolls. Maybe the Mages Guild. There's got to be someone at the Mages Guild that sells scrolls, and probably better ones than what that guy was selling. Although, debatable whether they'd be high enough quality for me to be able to get into that room. I don't even know if that room is important.
Sir.
I just figure it's got to have something important in it because it's the only one that's locked,
friend.
and there's apparently enemies in there that aren't behind the other door. Spells. What do you have for spells? Telekinesis, Night Eye, Sanctuary, Reflect, Blind, Absorb Personality, Slow Fall, Detect stuff. Okay, all right. Just the Grumpinati. Yeah, probably. You don't have anything for me. You don't have anything for me. How about you? Nope.
No, I don't think so.
What do you offer? Potions. I don't need potions, but thank you for trying. Scrolls? Nope. How about through this door here? Scrolls? Scrolls. What do we got for scrolls? Shield. Open 40 to 60. I'll take 2 of those. That's not what I want, but I'll take them. Like, I'd like something that does a little better than that. You probably don't have something that does a little better than that, though. Lothian Helm, Poison Guard Robe, Ring of Fleabite, Scroll of Baleful Suffering. Corrupt Arcanics, Dadala's Knack, Divine Intervention. Okay, alright. Enchanting. I'd like to talk about enchanting. I need a soul gem. I've only got this one that has a flame atronach soul in it, so... Ooh. God, if I could find a spell... If I could learn a spell that fortifies my strength, that would be really, really good for me. Lock level 75, or 70 actually is what I'm looking for. Lock level 70 means I can't open it with the spell that does 40 to 60, right? Because, like, 60 is its maximum. Travel. We'll come back to that, sir. I may need to just start navigating Mages Guilds until I find one that's offering a Fortify Strength spell, actually, is what I'm looking for. I realize I've taken a bit of a turn from my original goal, but I do want to see how much weight I can take off my shoulders here, because, like, good God, right? I've got way too much. Let's try the Guild of Mages in Vivek.
I only have a few moments.
That seems like the place to go for high-end spells, if I had to guess.
Let's get this over with quickly.
You have potions for sale, which is not what I'm looking for. I'm looking for someone that sells spells. Fortify Strength, specifically. No. No. Alt chest. Galeron the Mystic, or Galarian, Mysticism, Fragment on Artaeum, Origin of the Mages Guild. All very well and good, but not what I'm looking for. It's 5 p.m., so I should probably start wrapping things up. I just want to check See if there's... Oh, a spell maker, huh? Faction members only. Okay.
Make it quick, Orc.
Unducey's unhinging. I may as well take more of that. Dispel, damage, willpower, divine intervention, invisibility, lock, 20 to 80 points. Soul trap. Cure, weakness to shock, fire damage, shield, detect enchantment. Okay, so spell making is off the table here, which is unfortunate. That seems like it'd be a good go-to if I need a really powerful... Well, no, because I'd still need to know an actual unlocking spell, and I don't think I know... Ducey's open door. Well, actually, I know it's not going to be enough, but the fact that it's there at all is something, I guess. I'm starting to blather, and I'm not really making any progress anymore. And it's past time for the stream to be over. So... before I call it, let's give...
What's this about?
Let's just give one more try to opening that door. And if the spells we have don't work, which I don't think they will, but it's worth it to check. If they don't work, then I guess that's just going to be our next obstacle, is figuring out how to open that door.
Spit it out.
I wonder if there's a key somewhere. Because it seems to me the person I'm looking for is in there, and specifically behind a door that I can't open yet. So... it's odd, isn't it? Looks like it's all set up properly, like someone was going to eat, and never actually got around to it. Let's check this door. Nothing. Doesn't have much music, no. At least not a whole lot that's really audible here. Where did my other scrolls go? This was a waste of time. And I forgot to save before trying that scroll, so it became too elder for me. No, we haven't actually encountered any elder scrolls yet. I don't think we even get to know what an Elder Scroll is until Oblivion, which makes it a little weird that the whole series is named for them. There might be a lore book somewhere that talks about them, but...
about?
Eh.
Yes, sir.
No, I don't think so. I don't have a lot of patience for questions, Outlander.
Maybe, yeah. Maybe they just... sounds like they just thought the name was cool, and then several games later were like, alright, we need to actually do something with this now. Maybe. But... wait, I'm under attack. Yeah, I thought so. Come down here. Yep. Alright, well, unfortunately, whatever's behind that door is gonna have to wait until next stream. Because we're over time at this point, and I'd like to wind down. And the game froze after I hit the exit button. I'm glad I saved before hitting exit, because the game likes to freeze just for whatever reason. That's an Elder Scrolls game for you. Anyway, that's all the time we have for this stream, folks. Thank you all very much for attending. I'm sorry it got kind of middle of the road for the first hour and a half or so, but I think I made up for that and then some with the Slaughterfest I went for. My next stream is going to be on the 7th. That's next Tuesday, the 7th at 2 p.m. Pacific. Ordinarily, I would hold it on the 3rd and then the 7th, but the 3rd is when Endwalker launches, so I'm going to be taking a little time to myself to just play through that a little bit. Probably not the whole game, but make some progress, you know? Anyway, to reiterate, the 7th, Tuesday the 7th of December, 2 p.m. Pacific. I'm looking forward to seeing who shows up. Before we go, the usual plugs. First, the stream archives, where I try to upload all my previous streams within about an hour of the streams themselves finishing. You can find it on YouTube at Strawbunny Slime Stream Archives, Strawbunny Slime all one word, or just follow this link. You know the drill by now. Second, if you want to stay up to date on when a stream is going live or just chat with other streamgoers between episodes, I have a couple of options. For the chattier folks, there's an announcement Discord here where you can interact with other streamgoers between streams and be immediately announced when a stream is going live. If Discord is not your style, you might instead consider following us on our official stream Twitter at Strawbunny Slime, where I try to keep track of the weekly schedules, but do so far an abysmal job of that, but I do at least notify folks that follow when I'm going live. Third and finally, if you want to send a little money my way and unlock some extra emotes, consider subscribing. A tier 1 sub is $4.99 a month and gets you access to CogChamp, Strawshade, and Shad-Ew, which probably isn't going to last for much longer. I don't know what to replace it with, but I just get the feeling it's going to go out the window. If you can't commit to a sub, consider donating. The button's on my About page right here on Twitch. Currently, I'm holding a donation incentive. For every $20 I get put toward that, I add one big mod to Oblivion, and I'm talking big. The kind of mods that too many of them would probably cause the game to start crashing every half hour. That's why I want that much money for modding. It's so that I know folks want to see me commit to this and are willing to put up with the crashes to see through big Oblivion mods. Right now I've already got one. I just kind of want to see how many folks want to put money toward that. I don't know. Yeah, anyway, every themed emote with the same expression and shape. Maybe, maybe not. Yeah, anyway, point is, $20 gets one mod added to the Oblivion pile. Once Oblivion actually starts, I will, of course, have those mods installed. I already have a good idea which mods I want to add. The first one we're going to do is a landscape overhaul, but, of course, we'll see that when we get there. So yeah, anyway, that's the money zone done. That'll do it again for this stream. Thank you all very much for attending. Hope to see you at the next one. Once again, that will be on the 7th, Tuesday, December 7th at 2 p.m. Pacific. Until then, I'm Strawbunny Slime. This has been Strawbunny Slime Streams. Thank you all for watching and enjoy the rest of your day.